Alright, hey there YouTube. I'm going to be working on the radiator off the bike in this video. I found, while I was flushing it out and while I was taking the hoses off of it, I found that there was some cracks on this lower tank here. Let's see. So there's some cracks on the lower tank. Might be able to see right here. There's one there. And I think what happened is when I was having to wiggle the hose to get it off here because it was stuck on there, I might have caused these cracks. They might have already been there, but it doesn't matter. The repair is going to be the same. There's another crack here. Might be able to see it. But this is pretty simple to fix, especially on this brass radiator tank. So what I'm going to end up doing is, you want it to be nice and clean and dry. I got as much paint off of there as I could. It's back to bare metal. Should come as no surprise, but we're going to use some JB Weld. Works really good for this type of application because your radiator cap bleeds off pressure at 15 psi, so you're not going to see more than 15 psi on these tanks, and that's just really any epoxy that can handle the temperatures can be able to handle this. So JB Weld naturally does a very good job of this because it handles up to like 500 degrees or something like that, and it's a lot stronger than you would need for 15 psi. So the way I usually do this is, I don't normally do it right there on the radiator tank, or on the radiator fins, but it makes a little table for me. The way I usually do this is just get some trash, like this piece of cardboard. I'll probably need more than that. And I just have like a piece of hardened up fuel hose and use to mix it and spread it out on where the repair is going to be done. So it's a very cheap, easy repair. Doesn't take very long, takes longer to cure it than anything else. And what I'll end up doing is trying to make this as smooth as possible, which it'll kind of do it a little bit on its own, but I'll try to contour it to the tank there. You know, kind of pile it up on there for now, and just make sure I got the whole thing covered. You want to like go past the end of the crack so it doesn't start up again. This stuff kind of does flow a little bit on its own, but I like to make it as smooth as I can because I'm going to paint over this and try to hide the repair a little bit. Not that you could see it anyway because the radiator is covered by the it has a grate that goes over it, so you wouldn't be able to see any of this anyway. Actually, I can get a whole another used radiator with a fan for about $40 on eBay. It's one of the more available parts for these bikes. Some stuff's not very available, but overall it's pretty good. So that should be good enough. So we'll go ahead and flip it over and do the other side. I need to find something to prop this up on so I don't get JB Weld on the bed. I guess if I let the radiator tank sit right there in the groove of the tailgate, it'll be okay. Just make sure I flip it back over when I'm done. Yeah, just your typical JB Weld job. I'm going to smear some around the base of this elbow here to kind of give it some rigidity. And just in case there's a crack around there that I can't see. It's one of the first actually nice days out this year. So everybody's out driving their stuff around, the birds are out, being loud. You know, lots of background noise. Wish I had like little Q-tips or something to do this with. Alright, so I think that's gonna do it as far as that goes. We'll just let that sit out in the sun and cure up. But that would be how you that's how you JB weld a radiator to fix a crack in the tank. I mean, you could also do this on the core here. It'd be a lot more difficult to do, but if you were to be able to pull some of the fins away from where it's leaking, or if it was on like the end of the rod, if it was on the end of the cores here, where you could basically just squeeze some in, like, you know, you got a little spot that's here, you know, got coolant peeing out of it, you can kind of just put a little dab of it there. It would probably work just fine. It does work good for this, so yeah. I'm gonna do a little bit more. Once this cures, I'm gonna reassemble the cooling system and flush it again with some actual cooling system flush, and then that the cooling system should be finished. But I'm trying to break these videos up and categorize them. So here's a cooling system repair for today. I'll probably do another one on the fuel system. So hope you like the video. Hope you like the brief, concise nature of the video, and in comparison to some of my other lengthy ones. So like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think, and see you next time.